Pinky. You wanna go outside? It's cold outside.
Hey guys.
We gotta get the cat food. Breakfast.
This will be good. This will be good.
There you go. Where's Tula? Yes. The girls. They have an automatic feeder that feeds them when I'm not around, like work or sleeping in late. We have a mini fridge that matches our big fridge. But this just has drinks in it. Thanksgiving!
Giving thanks. I'm finna shred the cheese for macaroni. And it's gonna be muy bien delicious. Gracias.
What kind of cheeses we got?
We got extra sharp cheddar, smoked cheddar, and mild cheddar for our macaroni and cheese.
But this is the first year we're grading it ourselves. My mac and cheese busts every year, but this is my first year grading it ourselves.
I ain't gonna lie, I always prefer the grated cheeses.
Hi guys. We just woke up. It's 1:17 p.m. But today's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Neither one of us go back to work until Friday, so we're off for the next 2 days. This Thanksgiving is very different than my other Thanksgivings because I used to, for the last 9 years, me and my best friend threw Thanksgiving together, and we're not best friends anymore. So this is my first Thanksgiving without him pretty much. But I'll give y'all the story time in this vlog of what happened with that, which should be interesting. We were best friends for pretty much 21 years of our life. We've been best friends since we were 9. Somebody elevates past somebody else, and then you know how that goes. So we'll get into that later. That'll be interesting. But yeah, this is a bittersweet Thanksgiving. Am I crusty? I just woke up. I haven't washed my face or nothing. We just literally woke up, and I didn't go to sleep till 4:30 a.m. because I knew I was off the next 2 days. So I was just laying in my bed on my phone, relaxing, and I regret nothing because it's 1 p.m. and I'm up, and we're getting.
I'm like, we supposed to enjoy our little off day how we want to.
We're getting to it. It's the holidays. My birthday was 2 weeks ago.
We do still gotta go get some wine and some Reble.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some Prosecco, sparkling wine, champagne-ish, and then we're gonna go get cranberry sauce because I cannot have cranberry sauce without. I like having cranberry sauce with my yams.
Yams?
What is it? Stuffing.
What's your dressing?
Dressing. I grew up eating stuffing, and my wife is from Missouri, so she grew up eating dressing. So I'm not a stuffing girl no more. I'm a dressing girl.
We make our dressing like she know my dressing good. Like
y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
We made dressing. What was it? Not last year. Year before last when we were still in Chicago.
Yeah.
Our friends didn't even get a chance to taste the dressing that I made, not the stovetop box of dressing that we put inside the turkey.
Which always did slap because
did slap because we
put it in the turkey,
way.
So it cooked with the turkey.
Exactly.
We didn't just slap it in there with no water. But dressing is way better.
My dressing.
Bees, what are you doing? The same Thanksgiving meal every day.
Please.
No, they don't. I'm gonna have them. They got their wet food over here, so I'm gonna give them. I think they got a turkey wet food.
I was gonna say, do they got turkey? This child.
Yeah, they got a turkey wet food in here. I think. There it is. There it is. The kitty's gonna have Thanksgiving.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Damn, I think I need to use the big one. That was just off of one block.
Look.
Yes, come on, make
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
Right.
She's switching Tupperwares because these from Walmart, if you're wondering. We should have got glass, but they was cheaper. So, you know, we always sacrifice our health for cheapness.
Please.
Welcome to America. I found your Thanksgiving dinner, so I know what you're going to eat tomorrow, okay? All right. They just had their breakfast, so they're relaxing.
This morning we get in the bag.
I don't never really vlog in our apartment because every time I've been vlogging recently since we moved to Las Vegas, we've been like out of town and shit. So y'all get to really see the apartment. This is like pretty much the first vlog. I'm gonna go make the bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at this blanket. I got this for my wife for her birthday, from our wedding. We still have to go to the gym today. I work out Monday through Friday. I did do 75 hard because I didn't share that on YouTube. I was doing 75 hard over on Instagram, and a few people started it with me. I don't know if they completed it, but I completed it. There we go. I just learned how to turn the brightness down. Oh my God, I was panicking in the kitchen if you didn't hear. Look at my arms, boy. They saggy because I've lost 70 pounds. Like, I was 227 pounds, but I've lost a lot of weight, and partially that weight loss was because one, I saw it. Like, you know how you just get chunky and you don't really know because life is just happy and good. That's what happened to me. And then partially why I cut off my ex-best friend was because he had called me fat this year, and it was so uncalled for and unprovoked. Like, we were literally talking on the phone, having a regular conversation, and so you know how you get mad. Like, let's be clear, I'm gonna show my shit right now. Like, you know how you get mad and you don't fuck with somebody, and because you know they fat, you call their ass fat. That's what I did. I ain't gonna lie. And I wasn't big as hell. When he called me fat, I was 195. I had already lost 30 pounds by the point that he had called me fat. I was 227, and then I got to 195. I was 195 for my wedding. And he was telling me basically about somebody who was just being rude towards me, like, just unnecessarily. This person has been rude towards me for years, and it was wrong for me to call them fat, but I just said it out of anger. I was like, well, her fat ass or something, and I was fat. It is what it is. But it's more so not being like, oh, I'm not fat. It was more so like, you know how you just, when you get into it with somebody, you attack something that you know bothers them because you're upset. That's what I did. It was fucked up, and I got humble immediately. But I was just saying somebody was fat because I was just so pissed off at, like, what she had done. I was like, well, her stupid fat ass or something. And he made a joke. He's like, oh, you're big, but she's bigger. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, you know, friends don't disrespect you. Like, your friends don't come at you like that. Like, so I had sat back with it because it just didn't make me feel good. And I was like, but then I had talked to all of my other friends, like my best friend and my cousin. My wife's cousin is one of our best friends too, and she's more mature than us. She's 40, so she really has like maturity. And I told her, and she just got to breaking some shit down that I didn't peep. And she was like, oh, well, he's jealous of you. And I was like, well, what make you say that? And she was like, because I've seen the way he looks at you when you're not looking. She said, one thing about me is I watch how people look at my people when they're not paying attention. She was like, and he was very, he almost had a snarl when he would look at you, like demonic on some shit. Like, you don't gotta believe it or understand it. But she was like, it was almost spiritual, like a snarl, like he was, like he couldn't stand you, but he loved you and he had admiration for you. And she said, to me, that's signs of like extreme jealousy. And then I told my other best friend, I'm like, okay, cool, I sat with that. Then I told my other best friend, and she was like, yeah, I find that he's weird. She was like, because she told me something I never knew. My other best friend was like, you know, he's your best friend of 20 years, and she been my best friend since 2020. So she was like, of course, I'm trying to collab with him to do something fun for you for your wedding. So she said, I wanted to do like a Polaroid wall for you at your wedding. So I kind of contacted him to do that Polaroid wall. And she said, I went into detail telling him what I wanted to do for you. And he literally just texted me back like, oh, no. Like, she asked him, did he have something to contribute to it? And he didn't say no, but I can do this or that. He just simply texted her a simple, bland no with nothing else. And she said, I found that weird. And I was like, in my mind, how I interpreted that is, yeah, that is jealousy because you just don't want me to have this thing. And then you have my other best friend that's going above and beyond for me. And she's trying to include you in this, and you just wipe her off like, no, you're not doing this thing with her. He didn't do nothing special for me for my wedding, like no gifts, no nothing. He just was there. And my best friend was like, I found that weird because if he loved you the way he act like he loved you, he should have been like, I can't do this, but maybe we can collab in a different way. And he simply just shut her down like, I'm not doing anything for her. And she said, I found that weird. And I'm like, okay. That's another sign. And she said another thing I realized is that when we were at the, like, we didn't have a bachelorette party, but we had like a bachelorette weekend going into the wedding. Like our weekend was, for our wedding, was like amazing. We live in Vegas, so it was a good fucking weekend. And she said, when you would tell your little stories, I joke a lot. I'm gonna do a 50 facts about me one day so y'all can really find out about, y'all don't know about me. I'm adopted. I was in foster care. So I make little jokes to deal with my trauma, and I made little jokes to the table, and I was like, it's okay. I'm a Birkin bag. At least people, you know, like, even though I was in foster care, like my adopted parents chose me. Like, I was a little puppy. They wanted me. I was just joking around. And she said that every time I would tell a story, he just tried to insert himself in that story to be like, yeah, I was a part of that. I was a part of that. And she found that weird because she said his energy was just weird behind it, because it wasn't like he would just let you tell the story. He just had to put himself in there. And I'm like, okay. So everybody's telling me all these ways they peep. But the thing that that upset me was, one, you just called me fat. Two, when I was talking to people was like, if somebody is jealous of something, they're going to attack that thing. So if he attacked your appearance, he's jealous of how you look. And I don't think I'm the top-notch bitch. I do know I'm pretty or whatever, but I don't think I'm the top-notch bitch. But I do know in the black community, I'm light-skinned. That's supposed to be an advantage. That shit is fucking stupid, but I get it. And we're 30, so we grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s where colorism is a thing. You know what I mean? So I do know that people have treated me a different way because I was a pretty little girl and I grew up in his family. I was adopted to his family and shit like that. So he could have saw that my whole life and just kind of created an animosity towards it. And I don't know. I'm just trying to fill in the dots or whatever. But it was crazy. It was crazy. It's a lot more, but it's just like, and then on top of that, earlier this year when I first moved to Las Vegas, I didn't tell him I was moving to Las Vegas until everything was solidified, because every time I would tell him I was moving to Las Vegas or doing anything big, he would just kind of be like, his energy was like, oh, we'll see. Like, we'll see. And I noticed that, but I was just like, people have such a humdrum life that they think that you can't do these things. But I'm from Philadelphia and I lived in Chicago for 11 years and now I live in Las Vegas. One thing, if I'm gonna say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm not even from Chicago, and yes, all y'all know me for Chicago. I'm from Philadelphia. I grew up in Philadelphia from 0 to 18. I moved to Chicago when I was 18. On my own when I was 18. And then we stayed there. Me and my wife met in Chicago because she's from St. Louis. We stayed together for 11 years there, and we decided we wanted something different because we was tired of the snow. So we moved to Las Vegas, and that's what I did now. So my life, what I say is gonna happen because I co-create my life with God. So that's why shit works out for me. I know that I need God's help, and I'm going to co-create with God. I was about to say, I'm gonna co-create with that motherfucker, but that's fucked up. His life has been him riding other people's coattails, because he even tried to ride my coattail to get here. Like, he was like, oh, I can move in with you in Las Vegas. And I almost let him move in with me here, because I was like, yeah, I would love for my best friend to live with me. That's fun. That's like a forever sleepover. You know what I'm saying? But then that's when shit started coming out, because this is the big one. This is just, everything else I just told y'all is like, oh, little shit that people was like, oh, well, this could be this and this could be that. Let me tell y'all what happened. When I was excited about him moving in with me, the day I had decided to say he can move in with me, let me tell y'all how this shit happened. I was driving to work, and I was around the corner from my house. I remember I was driving to work down Decatur, and I heard a voice, like it was a voice, like I don't know if it was my higher self, I don't know if it was God himself, but I heard a voice in the back of the car, like somebody was with me, like it was somebody sitting in the back seat. It was clear as day, and it said, do not let him live with you. I was in the car alone. God was like, do not let him live with you. And that shit scared me, because, you know, even if you do believe in God, you feel God, but you don't really hear God. You can talk to God, but you don't really get much responses in a thing of actual words. It's more so energy, and you know what's going on, so you move in that manner. No, I heard clear as day, do not let him live with you. And that's scary, because what's so dangerous about the fact that for one of the 2 times in my 31 years, God said something to me clear, like this is an emergency, and it was about him living with me. That's crazy. So the same exact day, my wife is here by herself, because I'm driving to work. She's gone. She's here by herself. She's in the room getting dressed. She heard the same thing. Same day, within the same hour, same everything. And we were separate. And she heard the same thing, that it's not a good idea for him to live with us. That's scary. And that's when I started to hyper focus in on him and look at what's going on, that God had to come up out of his skin, his throne, to say no, 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 no. And he told me and my wife the same day at the same time. That's insane. Then I started to think about all the things that he would do. And I remember one time, when we was here for about 2-3 months, we was living here, and me and him was just on the phone talking like we talk. And he was like, and I know you're doing better than me, but something, something, something. And that caught me off guard, because I'm like, why are you talking about me doing better than you? I'm not doing better than you. It's just my life. Like, your life, I don't think nobody doing better than nobody. Everybody's exactly where they're supposed to be. I'm a very spiritual person. Everybody's exactly where they're supposed to be. So when he said that to me, that rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm like, that means you're comparing yourself to me. And that's odd that you would say that to me, because this is my best friend since I was 9 years old. Like, 21 years. So I'm like, this is odd. So it just everything continued to spiral after that. And I did have my eye on him, and that's where he fucked up at, because I had my eye on him before he had made the fat comment to me. So it wasn't like the fat comment didn't catch me off guard. It definitely did, but I had already been hyper focused on him spiritually to see, you know, just having my discernment and making sure I'm safe around people. Because let's remember too, I hate to say this, but he's a man. He's gay, but he's a man. And men, they're not typically safe. And men are typically egotistical things. They do things, like most women will die at the hands of a man. And sadly, other men die at the hands of men. So men are typically, a high percentage of them are not safe. So I don't think because he was gay or because I knew him, he was a super safe person. He is still a male, and males are dangerous. I hate to be like that, but males are dangerous. They can be. So I wasn't gonna be putting him in a box of like, he's this thing that I know. No, I was already hyper focused on him. So it was a lot of shit that had happened. I'm probably gonna tell y'all later in the vlog. That's all I can think of right now. But I cut him off after he called me fat. This is another one. Growing up, he wanted to be like a writer and some other shit, and he wanted to be a writer and a psychologist growing up. How did this man get into wearing makeup like I do? Y'all know I'm obsessed with makeup. I went to school esthetician for beauty and things like that. I love makeup. He started doing his makeup about 6 months ago, like ridiculously, and he's never done that. He's always been a regular guy. He started doing his makeup 6 months ago. I work in the medical field, so I wear scrubs to work. He bought scrubs one day, and I was like, why did you buy scrubs? He's like, oh, I just wanted to wear them. And then he also started trying to do content. Like, I've been doing YouTube for years and years and years. I love YouTube. He started doing social media. And I was talking to my cousin who has really good discernment, and she's older. And she was like, he's literally trying to become you. Like, it's like a destiny swapping thing. Like, he's stepping into the things that you love and becoming them when you've known him for your whole life and he's never been interested in the things. We have completely different interests. And this year, all of his interests became my interests. And that started to scare me because I'm like, that's a destiny swap. That's somebody trying to destiny swap. Like, that shit is crazy. And I peeped it and I was like, yeah, this motherfucker's dangerous. He is dangerous. And he don't have no loyalty either, because I watch him talk shit about his family, and then he come to me and talk so bad about his siblings and his family. But then I also, at the same token, I'll talk to him and he'll be like, oh, I just got off the phone with her. The people I talk shit about, I don't associate myself with. But the people he talks shit about with, he's very close to. So I had to also think, if he talking shit about these motherfuckers like that, he's talking shit about me. Because there's people that's closer to him than I am. But he's talking, like, I'm talking dogging these people out. And I'm like, why do you think you're different from them? If he doing it to them, you think he not doing it to you? But one thing I will say that I learned out of this, I got rid of him. It didn't feel good being his friend since 2020. Like, 2020 is when I started to realize his envy because of the little comments that he would say towards me. And I'm like, why you keep comparing yourself to me? That's when I started to notice his envy. I cut him off in 2024. It took me 4 years, whatever. I did my best. I was very loving, and I loved my best friend, and I enjoyed him. I wish he was still in my life. And I hate the idea of thinking that he would get better and be somebody else's best friend. And I work so hard to be his friend, and I want him to be my friend. But at the same time, it's not safe for him to be my friend anymore, because envy, even if he could watch this and be like, that's ridiculous, she's literally making this all up. Envy develops. We learned since we was kids, jealousy is a big green monster, and it can go any direction. Even if you don't realize you're jealous, you could do something out of your own will because of how jealous you are of somebody. So I realized it just wasn't safe being his friend anymore, because he had escalated so much in his envy over the last 6 months alone. It just got worse and worse and worse. I remember one time, I don't even think he realized that he could sit here and watch this and be like, that's not true. Yes, it is. The last time I spoke to him on the phone, and this was my final straw, my wife bought my car for me. I don't have no problem with that. You hoes get on the internet all day talking about get a man to take care of you, be taken care of. I'm taken care of. My wife bought me a car. He had made a comment about him paying his car off this year. He was like, he was looking to the side because he was like doing something, and this is you to FaceTime. He was like, and I can't wait to pay off my car this year because I'm paying for it myself. And then he went at the camera and then looked back and kept doing what he was doing, and I didn't acknowledge it because I was just clocking the tea. I was already clocking the tea, so I didn't acknowledge it. You just made me white. Damn.
Girl, you was already like that. Tell her in the comments. Drop a 1 in the comments if she already been like that.
I'm living my best life. I'm doing my best. But, so then, I didn't say nothing. I peeped it. I was like, caught that, clock that, whatever. So then, I didn't say nothing or acknowledge it. I kept doing what I was doing, but I peeped it. My brain was like, got it. And then he repeated it. He went, yeah, because I done did it myself, and it's just going to feel so good. You so proud to be in debt, bitch. You're so proud to be in debt. Okay. You paid for it yourself, and my car is better than yours. It's nicer than yours. This shit is brand new. Are you crazy? I ain't got nothing else to say, but I cut that motherfucker off. We got a mini fridge here because it's just full of drinks. I don't want them taking up my goddamn fridge with drinks when that's for food. So we got one for drinks. So when our friends come over, I just go, you thirsty? Go to the mini fridge. And we got Gatorades and waters. I feel like such a good hostess. We still got to go to the gym, but Courtney woke up and the first thing she said was, I need to shred the cheese. So that's what she got up and did, but we have to go to the gym still. So that's a thing. This is one of my birthday gifts, which was a bowl. My best friend got me this bowl. It's a heart bowl. It has, you hit right here, and then there's a hole where you hold right there. She also got me last year for my birthday. She got me, not last year, in 2022 for my birthday, she got me this bong. And the thing is, it has hearts in it. So I haven't used it in a while. It's very clean. It has hearts in it, which is so cute inside the bong. And then she got me, this is a completely, two separate like sellers she's got me this from. But it's so cute how themed she did it. Like they're both pink. This is a bowl, this is a bong. This has hearts all in it. And then this has, this is a heart. So I thought that was so cute. See, it fills up with smoke. Isn't that cute? And then when you hit it, it clears out. Like it goes back to being clear. That is so cute.
Walked in cool. Walked in my baby. Hi, is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
Walked in cool.
Thank you. That was awfully awful. I take a 2-minute break in between all of my workouts, maximum muscle growth. And that's what I heard. And I need the break. I don't give a damn about muscle growth. I need to resurrect.
So we about to do leg day. Leg day. I'm not playing with Alicia. You know, I've been helping her train, and I'm trying to help her tone up how she wants. So we're doing goblet squats, and she's gonna go up on her weight, because if you feel like you could do 12 and you could push out a little more and do 15 and 30, it's time to up your weight. If you're building for strength and like, you know, all of that stuff.
35 is fucking nuts.
So she's gonna be doing 35 for her goblet squats, and I'm gonna do 40. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Here we go. We both just went up on our weight 5 pounds because I'm able to still do 12. Well, I did 10 but I could feel that I could do more. So she went up to 45, I went up to 40. I was scared to do 35 and it wasn't enough. We finished our weights. Now we're going over to the treadmills because we usually like to do 1 mile after our weights, and then on the days we don't do weights, we do 4 miles. But we're so fucking tired, bro. I did 4 sets of 45-second planks. I did 4 sets of 10 goblet squats, 3 sets of 12 suitcase squats, 3 sets of 10 RDLs. I'm tired, so we're gonna do 10 minutes walking and then a 2-minute cool down. That's all that we have. We're back in the apartment. It's been like an hour and some change, I don't know. But we're back at the apartment, and right now I'm just in the kitchen going through what I'm gonna use each dish for, because we don't have many dishes. I wrote them down. We only got mac and cheese, yams, which is sweet potatoes, dressing, fried chicken, cake, green beans, cornbread, and cranberry sauce. That's all we're gonna have, so it's not much. And then I wrote down where each thing is gonna go. I'm gonna make the cornbread in here. One of these is gonna be for the dressing. One of these is gonna be for the mac and cheese. One of these is gonna be for the yams. I'm gonna use this to make the cake. This was for the dressing and mac and cheese, but we wound up having 2 extras, so those are gonna go back away. We got the mixer out because we're gonna make cake. Courtney has to make cornbread for her dressing. I'm making regular cornbread for us too, but this is simply for the dressing, and she's gonna use this to make the cast iron to make that. Then we got some chicken on the counter. I'm thawing. This chicken is for us to eat like we're making fried chicken. This chicken is for the dressing and the chicken broth, and then these turkey necks are for the green beans. And then here are the sweet potatoes. And I'm about to clean out the fridge because it's stuff in here that needs to go. Like these Chipotle chips need to go away. The lasagna is from yesterday, so we'll eat that. Probably not, maybe today I'll eat it. Church of chicken is trash. The fruit back there is trash. That tea is trash. I'm about to go through the fridge and see what can go away because once we cook, we're gonna need to put leftovers in the fridge. So I'm finna clean the fridge out. Where's the Prosecco and stuff?
In the fridge.
Put my shit away. I ain't do my haul yet. We got 2 things of cranberry sauce from Ocean Spray. We went to what's it called? We went to Target. So I'm putting that on our little can rack just to get it out the way until we need it because we're literally not gonna crack those holes open. And it's gonna be the last thing tomorrow. We got 4 Proseccos. They're in the fridge. They really should be down here, but clearly there's no space. So they're laying around looking crazy. We're wiping down the counter so we can clean. What am I saying? We're wiping down the counter so we can cook. Damn it, you serious? We wiping down the counter so we can cook because the cats are, clearly we have cats, so they like to sit their little buttholes on things. So we're making sure the counter is spotless before we get the prepping food. My 3 dishes are mac and cheese, candy yams, which is candy sweet potatoes because yams are different. But candy sweet potatoes, mac and cheese, and cornbread. 4 dishes. Cornbread, cake, mac and cheese, and candy sweet potatoes. That's the 3 things I'm making. And then Courtney's making the dressing, the fried chicken, the green beans, and she's gonna crack open the cranberry sauce. But I have actual duties right now, so I have to do my kitty litter. I do it every 2 days, and it's time to do it. So I took the bags we got from Target. That's gonna be what the litter goes in, and then I got fresh litter to refill their litter thingy. So I have to do that, unfortunately. I'm relaxing with my rosé. Courtney has rosé as well. She's just in the mindset of cooking. Courtney has her dressing on, which is really the chicken stock for the dressing, but the chicken that's in the chicken stock, that's making the chicken stock, is also going in the dressing. But yeah, so it's kind of 2 in 1 right now with Courtney boiling her chicken and making the chicken stock for.
And the chicken stock is gonna go in the green beans.
The chicken stock is going in the green beans, and the chicken stock is going in the dressing, and then the chicken that's making the chicken stock is also going in the dressing. And then I just, as you saw, put on my boiling water for my noodles because I'm gonna make my noodles for my mac and cheese. I'm gonna prep all my stuff tonight. The only things that I am gonna make tonight is, I'm not gonna make the cornbread until tomorrow. That's gonna be one of the last things to get made. And then I'm gonna make my cake tonight so it can just be set and the cake can just be done. It's just cake. It doesn't need to be warm or nothing. It's gonna regularly be a cake. So I'm doing that tonight for sure. And then I'm prepping my mac and cheese. So I'm gonna do everything you would do to your mac and cheese before you put it in the oven. But tomorrow, all I'm gonna have to do is take it out the fridge and put it in the oven. That's it. It's okay. Courtney's over here trying to figure out my stand mixer. But I love it. I have a stand mixer. That was something else my wife got me for my birthday. Was that an anniversary gift, actually?
Anniversary.
I'm just waiting for my water to boil. Once my water boils, I'm going to add some chicken bouillon to it. Because that's what makes the noodles taste really good in the mac and cheese. And then I'm also going to, once I get the mac and cheese, my noodles boiling, I'm going to start peeling my sweet potatoes, so I can dice those up, and then I'll be kind of putting that together, which is just putting the cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar, and the sugar together, and just putting it in the thing, and I'm just gonna put that in the fridge till tomorrow. And I'm gonna put the candy yams on early tomorrow because I want them to cook for hours and hours and hours, because my candy yams be so good, like you can literally just press them up against the roof of your mouth with your tongue, and you don't really have to chew them. So that's what I like. So I'm gonna cook them hours tomorrow. And Courtney's about to make her cornbread, which is her cornbread is separate from my cornbread. My cornbread is like the cornbread that's gonna be sitting on the side of the meal. And then her cornbread is she's using it to put in her dressing. So it's gonna be like broken up and put in the dressing. Me and my wife cook really good. We're both really, really good cooks. So it's nice that we can like take 50% of the work each and get it done. It's so nice. In the kitchen, we're keeping the kitchen clean. Courtney has a problem with cleaning up as she goes, so I am here to monitor. No, I'm just joking.
Wow, she said it right, y'all.
Fun fact, this is where I sit when I record my makeup tutorials. It's just that I have a backdrop that I put up, but this is where I sit. I sit right here at my kitchen counter because the lighting in my kitchen is amazing. Finished my cake. It just came out the oven. It's right here. Let me show you guys better. It's looking like that. That's going to be the bottom, and it's going to be upside down, and it's going to be shaped like this, but it won't matter because the icing will be so fucking ugly that you won't be able to see that. So, but it's going to be delicious. Courtney finished her cornbread. This is not Jiffy. This is just like basic cornbread that she's going to use. So that's kind of like drying out. It needs to be a little bit drier for the dressing. So we're just leaving it here to get a little dry.
By the time we go to bed and stuff, I'm going to put that up in the refrigerator.
The chicken stock / the meat for the dressing is still in here cooking, and it's looking really good. I almost just set us on fire. I cleaned all the dishes. Sink is clean because we're cleaning as we go. So besides the stove getting crunchy because food falling, everything else is clean, and we're gonna use some more of that stuff, and we're looking good. We're still sipping.
Looking very good and very nice.
This is hideous. So I'm gonna actually get into my yams. And Courtney is...
your yams.
I'm screaming. Could you get the yams out for me? Courtney's going to brine her chicken. If you don't know what brining chicken is...
Shit, them damn yams was heavy.
They're going to be heavy in our stomachs too. What is brining chicken?
So basically, it's like cleaning the chicken essentially.
Yeah, it makes the chicken like porous to accept the flavors more, and it cleans it too.
My mac and cheese is made. My mac and cheese is fully ready and prepped. It just has to be baked. It's in the fridge. You guys saw me make that. And then I made an extra one. You saw me make a little one. That one is, I made it same exact way. It's just a little, probably like half the amount. I just had leftovers. So I wound up putting that in an extra pan and putting that in the freezer. And it still just has to be baked. I'm going to save that for New Year's because my best friend's coming for New Year's with her boyfriend. And they love my food. So I wanted to see if I can have something. And because I had the leftovers, I made it for them. So it's in the freezer in the little Tupperware, but not the Tupperware. It's in the freezer in this little pan, which came with their own little, you can't even see it, but it's like a little white top in there that is also can be baked in the oven. So when they come for New Year's, which is in a month and a half or a month and some change, I can just take it out the freezer and put it in the oven, and then we'll have fresh baked macaroni and cheese. So now I'm finna peel my potatoes, my sweet potatoes, and then I'm gonna dice them really small. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the mac and cheese, which is prep it in here and put the top on and just put it in the fridge.
My dressing?
Oh, right. I'm gonna put the yams in the Pyrex. My bad.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind using the Pyrex.
I would like to use that. Okay. So Courtney's gonna use the Pyrex, and I'm gonna use this for my sweet potatoes. And then come tomorrow morning early, I'm just gonna put my mac and cheese and my sweet potatoes in the oven, and there it won't be nothing to do but put them in the oven. So my cake is
gonna fit all of that in there.
I don't know.
It's not.
We're gonna see. I'm gonna use the bowl, and I'm gonna see what it can do.
Okay.
But because they kind of fall into place, but I'll figure it out. I don't know if I'm using this or using the Pyrex. Probably the Pyrex. The Pyrex is bigger.
I'm like, the Pyrex is bigger, and you got some big old yams.
Courtney is making her dressing. She has the vegetables for the dressing. Are you gonna what you gonna do with these? Dice them small?
I'm just gonna mush them.
Well, she gonna mush them for the dressing. They real tender because they
I don't need
was
all
cooked
of them,
in the chicken stock. And then this is the chicken that's going in the dressing. She took some of the chicken stock. We actually saved some. We're gonna put this in the freezer to keep. We almost have so much extras that everything can be frozen. So we got extra chicken stock because we do not need this. That's just how much we have. So that's going in the freezer. And then I have extra yams that I diced up that it was too much. So I put these in the freezer. I'm gonna make these for New Year's, which is only in a month, so it's not awful. Extra turkey necks, which we'll use. And then I got extra mac and cheese down here for New Year's, and I'm super excited. And then Courtney got the green beans over here, which she used some of the chicken stock for the green beans to cook the green beans in the chicken stock and with these turkey necks in the crock pot, which is going to be so easy. We usually do greens, but we just didn't feel like it this year. So this year is a soft year for us. And then here's the rest of the chicken stock that is left. It's amazing, and it's real because she made it with this chicken over here and these vegetables over here. So she just got that chicken stock waiting until she sees how much she needs for the dressing, and that's pretty much it.
So I'm happy. I'm very happy. I cannot wait to eat this food. I am done everything. My mac and cheese is prepped and in the fridge. All I have to do is go in the oven. My yams are prepped and in the fridge. All I have to do is put butter on it and put them in the oven. The cake is already made, and I gotta make my cornbread tomorrow. Courtney is finishing up her greens. She usually do greens. Her green beans are in the crock pot. Those are gonna slow cook overnight. And then she's making her dressing right now. And then she's also gonna prep and make the flour. She's gonna put the flour for the chicken because we're having fried chicken instead of turkey, which is, it's crazy. Let me talk about this. It's crazy how this year they were fucking on the turkeys, and we decided way before we found out they was fucking on the turkeys that they was fucking on the turkeys. But before we even found out that they were fucking on the turkeys, we had already decided that because it was just gonna be us this year, and it was a light year, I'd rather have fried chicken with other stuff, with the, you know, typical Thanksgiving things, but I'd rather have fried chicken than turkey. Truthfully, I don't really like turkey like that, and it's not because it's not cooked right. We can cook our asses off. We can cook turkey good. I just don't care for turkey. I prefer chicken. It's the taste of turkey. Like, it's fine, but I prefer chicken. I feel like chicken has more of that bird flavor that I'm looking for. So yeah. So it's just crazy how before we even found out that that was happening, we had already decided we weren't having turkey. So thank God we decided we were not having turkey, because God, they're fucking the turkeys. Like, but I was trying to say that I have this extra Tupperware. Courtney's going to put her flour in it. Her flour is right here. She's going to season her flour really well, and that's going to be prepped for tomorrow too. So the seasoned flour will be here and waiting for tomorrow when she fries the chicken, and she can do it as she goes. But we are going to have the flour already made and seasoned and ready for the fried chicken for tomorrow too. So we literally are not going to have to do anything tomorrow. Today, put things in the oven. And Courtney will have to fry the chicken tomorrow, but that's, you know, that's the only thing, and it's gonna be pretty chill. And plus we got our Prosecco, my thing coming off, my bald spot showing and shit. Can't help it, damn. I haven't smoked since earlier when I had that bowl with y'all, literally, so I'm finna have a bowl. This is from my ex-best friend. Not the one I just told y'all about, the other ex-best friend before him. I cut her off in 2020, but this was the best thing that came out of our friendship.
I ain't got no more strength.
You neither.
Hold on.
All that chicken pulling. I'm scared. Ooh. Just make sure you ain't shaking it while you're doing all of that percolating and shit.
You know what?
I was trying to get her to open it on camera, but I fear that my life is in danger, so she can do that somewhere else. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Girl, it's not gonna hit you.
Shit. Who?
No, just like.
It's 12:34. Put it on your grave. That's what it sounds like if you put it under a microscope.
You're sick.
5 ounces of Prosecco Rosé is 97 calories, in case you didn't know. Stinky, you want some rosé? Her. Meow. Courtney gave me a carrot from the chicken stock pot. It's really soft, like I can chew it with my tongue. That was gross, but I just wanted to show you how soft it was. morning. That's why it's so bright. All the curtains are open so the cats can be in the windows. I should turn down the brightness. I just woke up. It's 12 o'clock. We went to sleep around 4. I went to sleep about 4:30, so 12:30. I woke up an hour ago. I've been laying in bed on TikTok for an hour. So I slept for 7 hours. But I've slept for 7 hours the last 3 days, like 6 to 7 hours. I usually sleep I'm a strong 9-hour sleeper. Like if I don't get my 9 hours of sleep, you don't like me. I don't like you either. The green beans were cooking all night. I'm waiting for my best friend to call me. She got some tea to tell me, so I'm waiting on that phone call. This tea's been festering for 3 days. Three days. So I can't wait to get it. Let's look at the green beans.
The green beans have been cooking all night and they fucking look great. They look amazing. And she cooked them in the chicken stock that she made for the dressing. Like she made chicken stock from scratch, chicken broth from scratch. So I know these finna slap. This is the rack for the fried chicken. It's really a bacon rack, but it's a bacon. I got it for bacon, but I think you can put cookies on it to cool, whatever. She's gonna use it to put the fried chicken on top, and because it's a lower level, she put the paper towel so the grease from the fried chicken can drain, and she's gonna double fry the chicken, so that's gonna be exciting.
Oh my God.
What? You tasted it? I want some.
It's a little spicy.
Give it to me.
Okay.
It's spicy?
Hot.
Oh, I love that. Eat that. I want it, Mom.
This is about to be your own.
Okay.
Should I put a little
Fuck them greens.
cayenne?
Fuck them greens.
This is busting.
It is busting. What am I gonna eat? Cause what do you eat Thanksgiving morning? I mean, I got breakfast food, but do I really want to cook it? The stove is occupied. Early in the morning when I want to eat food. For breakfast, I'm having Prosecco. The tea has called. Look, say hi to the vlog.
Hello! Not my face all red.
You look good on camera. It fixes it. I'm getting the tea now. The mac and cheese is nowhere near done, but I'm just checking on it to make sure. You know, you gotta see if it's actually melting. And that motherfucker is melting. I'm gonna taste this.
Is it? I need one.
You get 2.
Oh.
That's good. Apparently, this is macaroni pie. This is the only way I make my mac and cheese.
Oh my goodness.
My best friend just told me the tea. And the moral of the tea is, we too old for this shit. That's the moral of the tea. People just crazy, and we are way too old to be doing a lot of the stuff we do. The little popularity contests as adults, trash, garbage, and I will never surround myself with people like that. Cheers to adults still acting like children. I was telling Courtney, I just made a comment a couple months ago, and I was like, damn, is it always gonna be drama? Like, I really used to think that we would get older and that it was gonna hit a certain age in your life where just drama didn't exist anymore. You just were so young and stupid, you misunderstandings. Courtney said, oh no, it's always gonna be drama. My grandma told me she got into it with the women of the motherboard in the church. I'm gonna be a senior citizen having beef, and I'm supposed to be the avoidant one that's cutting everybody off. Honey, no. I know what feels good, and that does not.
Hi, bees. Are you enjoying your Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving with Beasley. Bees. Nala and Tula have eaten, so they've been over here
No
now.
call, no show. It's crazy.
Courtney,
I'm sorry.
look at the babies.
Girl, that is a grown woman and a teenager.
Oh yeah, Tula is grown.
Grown as fuck, actually. She's like 70 something.
She's 14. She'll be 14. She said, who's 70, bitch?
I'm sorry, girl. I know black don't crack. Black adjacent don't crack.
I love you. You wanna get picked up? Come here. Let me see if I can pick you up with one
Who
hand.
was you talking about who said
I can pick you up with 2 hands.
It's me
said
and
who
bees.
get in the way of them thinking? Cloud their judgment.
What cloud was judgment? We catching up on the tea now. Gotta go. Yams are done with sweet potatoes. Courtney making her plate. And we got mac and cheese. Let's see it. Delicious. And then fried chicken.
I got my dressing.
Dressing. Cornbread. These are cooling. And we got the greens with turkey necks. Little cranberry sauce. I wish the cats could taste this, but they can't.
What they can't is
Look at my food. I got my greens over here. Cornbread, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, dressing, cranberry sauce, fried chicken, but I added lemon pepper seasoning on it. I know y'all wish y'all could have some of this delectable delights.
Just finished cleaning up the kitchen. I enjoyed my food. Now the kitchen is clean and everything's in the dishwasher, but I'm not gonna start the dishwasher until later because we're probably gonna have more food. It's only 7 p.m. and we've been staying up till like 2, 3 a.m. So I'll probably eat again. And the kitchen is spotless. The only thing that's left, I wiped down the counters, even the stove. The stove is spotless. But, and it was very greasy because, you know, she fried chicken. But the last thing that's left is literally the grease and the flour that she used for the fried chicken. So what I'm gonna do is once that grease, I'm probably gonna wait till tomorrow just to make sure the grease is like all the way cooled down. But I'm gonna take a bag and probably a double or triple or quadruple bag, put that flour in it and pour the grease and the flour in the bag together and take that to the dumpster, and it will no longer be my issue. So that'll happen tomorrow. Courtney's playing Grand Theft Auto and we're hanging out and I'm chilling. I just wiped down our tables because we bashed so hard. Our TV tables was dirty, so I just wiped down those. Everything's clean. It feels like the weekend, but it's not. I actually work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So, and Courtney worked tomorrow too. I'm surprised I'm not comatose. I did eat a lot. Like, I ate a lot of food. I'm like super bloated right now. I ate so much food and it was worth it. I have no regrets. I was supposed to work out today. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I said I was gonna work out today, but I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm not working out today because I literally am working out because I feel like I have to. And it's literally Thanksgiving Day. It's a holiday. I can relax. But because we just got done doing 75 hard, I'm in the mindset that I have to no matter what. And I don't. I could literally say, screw today. I'll just work out tomorrow because it's a holiday. It's okay. So I didn't work out today. I decided against it. Plus I'm sore because yesterday was leg day. So I'm super sore. And I was already sore from Monday. Monday was upper body. And all of this and my arms are sore. But it's kind of like, it was at like a 5, 6. Now it's at like a 2, 3, maybe 2.5. My legs are at like a 6 or 7. Not say 6 where my arms were. So I'm in pain on my full body due to working out. So it's okay for me to rest.
I'm also finna sit on my patio and do my little fire. Tula, we are having alone time right now. We don't have to rub you. We don't want to rub you. Not right now.
No, it's a we thing. It's a we thing. Not just
She walked over to Courtney like, well, what about you? Anyway.
Well, you know, you usually put her inside of your thing, so she's like,
well, I don't want to. I want the thing to myself.
That's fine.
This is why I won't have children. Because get out of here.
Get out of here. It's crazy.
If I tell Tula no and I shoot her, I don't feel bad. A child will hate you and resent you forever. Surprisingly, this was a really, really good Thanksgiving. It was so nice to be alone. We've been stuck in the house together for 48 hours, which is amazing. Nobody else. We did call and talk to our friends and the people we would usually spend Thanksgiving with. We spoke to them and things. But it was just nice to be alone.
Yes. I think this, well, I don't know if you just said that.
You said it actually.
First Thanksgiving that we ever spent
alone.
We've just always like been the two of us. We've always been with like 2 more people, 1 more person,
20 more people.
20 more people. Like, it really feels good to kind of like just be obligated to just us. And yeah, we got leftovers, we talked, we did a lot of like connecting, and I really like that.
Yeah, we did. We did a lot of that. But me saying no and then her getting in here anyway.
Right.
But yeah.